Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Why are you behaving like that? Your bangles are making such a racket on the table.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, let me get comfy.
Oh, get yourself situated. What episode are we
God,
on?
do you
I'm
know
actually
what? You
just
reminded
checking.
me of someone when you spoke like that. Can you not?
Maybe.
Oh, God. Right, well.
So, in case you were unaware, that is...
In case you were well aware.
In case you were unaware.
She's had so much wine.
I've had a sip of my wine.
Yeah, so much.
That's what we are beveraginoing today.
Can I say it doesn't cut the mustard, darling?
It's not quite the cocktail we were anticipating.
Very nice white wine. Thank you for choosing it. But can we go back to cocktails
it's
next
nice.
week, please?
I don't know if we've got our supply.
What's that smell?
Wine.
No, you smell nice.
Body lotion.
I want to say nice, but really I mean horrible.
That's so rude. I'm so offended.
Stop it, Ruby! Oh my God, I cannot stand that woman.
So Ruby is from Made in Chelsea, which if you don't know is a TV show in the UK. It is a reality show.
It's now production.
It's now production, and Mother has some very strong opinions on it, which will be revealed
another
time.
No, don't tell.
Right. How was your week?
Oh, now. I thought I was going to fall asleep because I'm so tired. So
That's
my
not
week was,
professional.
my week was really, really tiring. We have transported ourselves to the desert where we are living for a few months.
I think we've told them this the last ep.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
But
Well,
you're caught up. You're
caught up. But the thing is, the fatigue and the tiresomeness of the moves has made me so tired that it's taking a long time to catch up. So I've been quite slow. And what's made it much worse is during the last 2 weeks, since we last saw you or spoke to you, we have suffered a desert, is it called blood rain?
Yeah, that is what they call it in Spanish.
It's a 𝘰𝘯𝘫𝘶, which is basically rain and it's desert sand.
From
so
the Sahara.
Bright red.
Which is a nightmare.
A literal nightmare.
Literally.
So it's gone into the electrics of the car, the engine of the car, the little crevices of the car, the house, the villa. It's gone into
the
all
pool.
The pool.
Was
We've
red.
had to have the pool cleaned 50 times.
Oh God,
instead of
everything is
one.
just a bit of a nightmare.
And everybody's in the same boat, really.
The car wash the next day was rammed. Good.
Because you asked me about my week, and I want to say that my week was bearable. Not only have we got amazing weather here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful view and a beautiful, beautiful villa that we're in, but I was really, really excited to see Catherine, Princess of Wales, emerge at Troop in the Colour Saturday. I can't really criticise it because, again, as always, even the same as, which I'm shocked, as QE2's rule, everything went to plan, despite the weather. Not despite the weather, really. It always rains.
Yep.
But the carriages were first class. Everything was beautiful, and nothing so much as the most beautiful, amazing, and fitting Queen of the land. Catherine, Princess of Wales.
She did look delightful, and the children looked great.
The children.
And well behaved, apart from Louis, who liked.
No, he's well behaved. He's hilarious. He's your fave.
He's my fave. I love him.
So she wore a Jenny Packham white and navy blue outfit, which I suspect was in respect of the Royal Navy. I think Prince Charles was a member of the Royal Navy. In fact, I'm sure he was. I think they killed him King Charles now.
I think that would be the most appropriate.
And even little Charlotte wore a navy blue.
Little sailor's dress thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I suppose it was a reflection of that. And, Kate looked wonderful. So despite her sickness, she, as I suspected, put on a very beautiful smile, which was genuine. She was just living in the moment and doing the best she could, and she just looked incredible. Yours, darling.
What is the purpose of this? Like, I know it's the King's birthday, etc., etc. The flying of the plane thing.
Yes.
What is the purpose of that?
It's a salute. It's a military salute to King Charles for his official birthday, which is the 15th of June. I think his real birthday is in November, but like the Queen, he has a an official birthday. And so the red area is a kind of salute.
Oh, so okay,
I'm not sure I remember Charles standing on the balcony saluting them back. Must have done.
Right.
I'm sure Louis did it for him. But that's what that's all about.
Right.
And as always, all the guards were absolutely in time, and everything went better than it does in the rest of the world.
Lessons in royalty with Mother.
All I have to do now is listen to my Richard
Richard
Eden.
Eden again.
Yes, I love
He
Richard.
crops up in every podcast episode.
Does
I
he?
don't know why.
I told you why.
Because you fancy him.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. He's just such a brilliant man and a brilliant journalist. And I watch
Grand.
Palace Confidential is a programme I watch so I can listen to Richard. And I do like Rebecca
This is not
English.
a royal podcast, so
It
don't
is.
tune out.
I get really carried away when I'm
Oh,
talking
my
about the
God.
royals. Sorry.
Right, well, my week has been vastly different to yours.
Has it?
Yes, lots of work. But amongst the work, I have been perusing the gossip columns as per usual.
And by the looks of it, laying in the sun. Very
And laying
telling.
in the sun, I am now a completely different colour and potentially a different nationality. But no, what came out in the news this week, which is most interesting, which you don't know about yet, because I've refrained from telling you. I thought I'd tell you on the pod, on air.
Is it something I'm going to be pleased about?
I don't know. No, not particularly.
Oh no. Not going to be angry about.
No, it's just interesting. So, the gossips this week. You know our dear friend Conor Maynard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
Well, so we used to react to Conor on our YouTube channel back in the day. And
Excuse me, we've still got our YouTube channel, and it's
yes,
still
but
it's
we
a
haven't
music
reacted
reaction.
to Conor for like 7 years.
Oh right, okay.
So anyway, that's how we know him. Also, he's from our hometown. So what came out in the news was it's all very complex and complicated.
I can't believe you haven't told
when you
me.
deep dive, it's like wow. So there's a girl who I don't know, but she was on The Traitors, which neither of us have seen, but it's like a TV show in the UK.
Oh yeah, because someone else, that guy on the dinner.
Yes, on the First Dates.
First Dates.
Yeah,
oh my God, can we watch it?
Yeah, we should. Actually, apparently it's really good.
Oh, let's watch
So we
it.
have to watch that.
Okay.
Actually,
I hope
that's
Ruby's
going
not
to go
in
on our
it.
list.
Because I really can't.
No, I
stand
don't think Ruby's in it. Yes, we'll put that on our watch list. That's a good idea.
Okay.
So she was on it, and I don't know if she won or she came second. Anyway, so I think her name was Charlotte, but I'm not going to say that because I could be wrong. I've forgotten it now.
We've already said
it's
it.
clearly not relevant. But she was on that show, and then Conor Maynard's little sister's boyfriend was also on the show. Yeah. So he was also on the show.
Who, Conor?
No, Conor Maynard's little sister's boyfriend was on the show.
Oh right.
Oh, it's all very insular. Anyway, so they had the Traitors rap party, whereby Conor attended the event, as did everyone else that I've just mentioned, and this girl. And this girl had a wife.
What?
She was married.
What?
So,
The girl who...
what's confusing you here?
Well, hang on, wasn't that girl dating somebody? You just said about... Oh, I'm really confused already.
No, she had a wife.
Yeah, but where's she coming from, this girl? Where
She
in the
won
story?
the Traitors.
Oh, she won
so
it.
she was at this party, or she
right.
came second or something, whatever.
Okay, so her
So they
wife.
were at this Traitors rap party, all of them. Anyway, at the end of the night, Mr. Conor Maynard and this woman, we'll call her Charlotte, went home together, it appears. And
What, Conor completely oblivious of the fact that she might have a...
now, see, that's the part of the story I don't know, my love. I don't know.
Oh, thanks for telling us all half a story,
No,
Charlotte
wait, I
Elizabeth.
haven't finished. That's not even the story. This is the prequel. And then comes out in the news, Charlotte's pregnant.
By who?
Well,
Probably the boy.
evidently. Yeah, so it was all a big fat secret, and then she came out and said, I don't want it to be a secret, it is Conor's baby.
Well, hang on a minute. Let's get some dates sorted here. So when did she go back to Connor's? And they hooked up, did they?
They hooked up, Mother,
Right.
yes, indeed.
And when was this?
Apparently after the wrap party.
Which was when?
Oh, God knows. Maybe like 6 months
I'm
ago.
not sure I
how.
believe this girl already.
Okay.
So she's saying she's pregnant and
So
it's
she's
Connor's
pregnant,
baby.
And she said, I don't want my daughter to grow up not knowing who her father is. I know that, like, Connor said that he doesn't want him involved and he doesn't want anything to do with it.
Of course not, because he wasn't expecting her to come along and
Well,
get
I mean, there's
herself
certain
pregnant.
methods of which a man needs to adopt if he does not want to have a child.
Yeah, okay.
Are you aware of that? She
I'm
says,
just a bit, you know what it is that's been happening this last week with me as well, this last fortnight, and I won't go into it.
Oh dear,
but
what?
it's just
Oh dear,
no,
what?
I won't go into it because I mustn't. But it's another situation where another woman is basically, he only gave me 2 pounds of tomatoes instead of 3. I will say that he harassed me sexually. Oh, this is what's happening.
I mean, I don't know if this is the same situation, but what's interesting is Connor has not released a statement yet. So, it
I
could
tell
be
you
a
who's
big
looking
fat
after
lie.
him lawyer-wise.
Do you know them? Oh, really?
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's
interesting.
an entertainment lawyer, and
interesting,
he would be. He's living in the same town, and he.
Oh, okay,
How
okay.
interesting.
So that's the goss in columns this week, and a lot
This
of people
week, so
are...
she's having the baby in 3 months' time.
Not a clue.
It's just funny. Is there a photo of her with a big fat tummy?
Yeah.
Are you sure
And
it's
I
not her
don't
wife's
know.
baby?
Well, how can it be?
I don't know about these things, darling.
Lol. Because her wife has come out with a statement, who is probably no longer her wife,
Saying what?
saying they were still together when Connor and this woman hooked up.
Oh God, I just think.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
all a
go-
lot of British
Should we go
drama.
back and read the Henry James novel,
No.
darling? Because I don't like this new world that's all like this.
Oh, it is
Oi,
Charlotte.
What's her surname?
Oh, this came out 2 hours ago.
God! Live on podcast. Where's my
Get
glasses?
some live updates
Read out
here.
to me, darling. 'Cause
Right,
Mummy
all right,
hasn't got
all
my
right.
glasses.
Right, watch as Conor Maynard brushes off traitor star Charlotte pregnancy row and snogs mystery girlfriend in busy London pub. This was 2 hours ago.
Mystery
So-
girlfriend. Oh, he's got himself. See what he's doing.
So
Good
there he
boy.
is.
Lovely Connor.
You're a big fan of Connor. So that's
Massive,
them.
massive fan. Who's them? The girl,
I don't
mystery
know who she
girlfriend.
is. Yeah. There's
She
a
looks
picture.
nice.
We're looking at a picture.
Oh, she
here.
looks
She's
nice.
got an
Oh.
Aperol spritz.
That's healthy.
Which is absolutely fine. So I'm just trying to find out if there's
She's literally, guys.
baby on board. Conor Maynard's pregnant ex, Charlotte Chilton, which I don't think was an ex.
Chilton. Charlotte
Do
Chilton.
you know her? Is this someone else you know?
Isn't this a friend of? Or am I thinking? I think it is. I think it is. I know
Maybe.
this.
Charlotte's
this-
ex-wife, Laura Chilton, claimed the traitor star cheated on her at the wrap party.
Hang on, so both got the same surname.
Well, because they're married?
Oh, married. Can
Wife-
we just? I think
wife
it's time
indicates
do you know what?
marriage, yes.
I actually do think it's time to put the phone down now. and let's forget about
I'm on
this
the
story.
Sun, which is
no. Let's forget about this story because we've got a lot of listeners in America.
Right,
And
okay.
they're getting a bit confused, darling.
No, you're not. You followed along. You're getting confused. Anyway, yes, she does have a bump. So, pending updates on that. In the next podcast, we shall update you.
I tell you what, it's a very good. I mean, we never know, do we, how much PR is involved in this? I mean, I
We
love
never
Conor,
know.
and I'm sure he's not involved in any kind of PR.
Scandal.
Well, it looks a bit stunty.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. If somebody's been out of the... Who's been out of the news for 2 years, 3 years? This is quite newsworthy for the red tabloid tops.
So do you think
red
it's...
tops?
No, it can't be Connor's team.
Oh, can we just...
Okay.
Let's move on.
All right, we're moving on.
She gets so entwined.
I love a bit of goss.
It's not a bit of goss, it's a huge sack full of nonsense.
So you're team Conor Maynard,
Of course I am.
as always.
I'm
Okay, that's
mostly
fine.
team
That's
men
fine.
because of the
Oh dear.
stunts
No,
these girls
well,
pull.
You wait until the last segment of this podcast. We've got a question from the public.
Oh, I love it. I
love
when-
it already.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man. We're
Why?
male. I don't know. Where are
always-
the girlies?
We always
Girly
get
pops.
questions
Where are you?
from the men. Well, it's nice that they're listening.
I know. If you want to send us a question, you can DM us on @travellingwithmother on Instagram.
Yes.
Um,
And this is the Travelling with Mother Travelling with Mother show.
don't fumble the title of the podcast,
No,
Mother.
it's the Travelling with Mother show, and you can hear it on Amazon Music or Deezer or Spotify or no longer Google, because it's now YouTube podcasts. So you can catch us there. And actually, there's loads more. So all major streaming apps.
Indeed. Thank you for that segue. Right, shall I read out the question from our anonymous?
Would you excuse me? Because I know
Where are you going?
To open the damn. I'm boiling
You can't
hot.
open the door because the gardeners are out there.
I have to, because it's so hot, honey.
My God.
I'm
Okay,
really...
if there's any extra noise, you'll have to, I don't know what you're going to do about that.
I'm really, really hot. Oh, how do you open this?
Down and slide. Oh, don't break it, my dear.
Oh, that's...
Maybe that'll let the fly out.
Oh, we can hear the birds now.
Right. Sorry if we've got any background noise.
Don't spill that in there.
I shan't. Right, ready?
Yes.
Hi girls, I found you via your latest Wren video and thought you were both delightful. Hello.
Wren. Hello,
Yes,
Wren.
that was a good video. I'm in a bit of a sticky situation with my daughter and hoped you could help. She's 15 and recently started dating a boy who is much older, 19. It's her first boyfriend and he's already in college, whereas my daughter is still in high school. Okay, so he's probably American.
Oh, he's probably American. Does it not say he's American?
No.
Okay.
How do I tell her I think he... Maybe I should do an American accent. No,
Yeah.
I won't do.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin everything. How do I tell her I think he's only with her for one thing without upsetting her and pushing her further towards him? I'm worried as she's doing great in school and don't want this new boy to affect her grades. Is it just a phase she'll grow out of or something, or should I do something? What are your thoughts on that?
Gosh.
That is a sticky, tricky situation you're in.
Well, I know what I would do, but then I'm a mother and not a father.
Yeah, that is a difference.
Yeah, if
But
I
what would
think
you
that,
do?
Well, you know what I would do. If I thought that any of your education or prospects were at risk, I would. Well, it's very
Pack
difficult
my bags
because
and ship me off to boarding school quickly.
Well, the thing is, these questions.
She doesn't deny it.
These questions come up quite frequently from friends and friends of friends, and they ask me my thoughts. But the point is, you're a very different girl to most children, and I could sit you down, talk to you really calmly, and explain to you the reasons why it's a bad idea at this moment. And
But I'm unique.
And find a compromise. Well, with you, we can always compromise. So I would say, listen, why don't you go out with him? Let him go off and sow his whatever they sow.
Well, no, that's terrible advice.
Is it? Why?
You can't let him sow his seeds
Yes, you can.
in this.
Yeah, of course. Let him go and get some experience.
Oh, with another woman?
yeah.
With another girl,
Yeah.
not a 15-year-old?
No.
But that's who he's with. Are you confused?
No, I'm not confused. This is the
All
advice
right.
I would give. You go off and go round the bars drinking and picking up women, and leave my daughter to finish her school, and then you get together again if you're in 2 or 3 years' time,
I
when
see.
he's 22 and she'll be 18.
Interesting. So you're advising this father to speak to the boy?
No, that wouldn't work.
What are
Speak
you
to the
saying
daughter.
then? How can you say that?
Well, he can.
What,
he
tell
can-
the daughter to tell
No,
her boyfriend?
tell the daughter to
Right.
say to him, look, yeah, I really like you. Yeah, we can do this, that and the other, but not for another 3 years because we've got school to finish, simple.
Right, I see.
That's
I
what
don't think it's
but
gonna
if I,
work, but
that's
okay.
more or less the things that I say to you and you go,
Right.
okay, mummy, I think that's right.
I don't think it's right. I don't think
No,
I agree.
okay, what would you say then?
I don't know.
See, useless. I mean,
What would I
obviously,
say?
can I just say one thing
Absolutely.
though? I'm not sure the man's, he might be worrying unnecessary because firstly, if the boy is 19, he's really only 17 because they're 2 years immature.
I mean, that is fair. That is so true, actually.
Yeah, so he's only 17.
Yeah, you don't need to worry too much.
No, and if she were 29 and he were 31, it would be fine. It's just because she's very young and he's a little bit worried. Where's the mother in all of this?
I
Is
don't
she
know.
perhaps absent?
Do you
for
know
some
what?
reason?
I've come up with a solution.
Right.
I would say...
We're not getting anywhere, are we? I'm not doing
Yes.
anything definitive here.
No, you've given the wrong advice.
No, I haven't.
I think that the listener needs to have a word with the daughter.
He's listening to us,
But-
you know.
Well, we can't be sure. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I think you need to have a word with your daughter and say a very minimal cautionary tale and see how she takes it. If she sort of brushes it off, or she's indicating some kind of rebellion, and you can sense that, definitely leave it.
No.
And all you need to do is, I think, monitor. Just be really vigilant with your monitoring.
I've got a better idea.
What?
There must be an aunt or cousin who's a female. It needs to come from a female. She will think the father's being overprotective. He needs to talk to his sister, who's the girl's aunt, or somebody such like an older cousin who's a girl, who can sort of encourage her to take an interest in something else
Right.
that would at least dilute her interest in the boy. He's going to go off anyway.
Or another solution, because men are quite malleable, are quite easy to sort of,
Convince.
Yeah. So I would actually, an alternative method, depends what kind of guy you are, and what kind of family you have, etc. But an alternative answer would be to invite this boy round and be besties with him and get involved with everything he's involved with, what his interests, get involved in them. So you guys are really close and you become really close. And then he will respect you and will never do anything to hurt her because he respects you, etc.
And she will, in a sort of psychological way, psycho way, she will find the boyfriend less of an attraction.
Yeah, because it's less rebellious, it's less of a
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be our advice.
That is a very good idea. Very good idea.
Keep your enemies closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I don't think I have any enemies.
Oh, well, not that you know of. Right, so there's been more gossip in the gossip column.
Have you been having your nose stuck in
literally
I hope you're not getting any of this from e-news, because they're clickbaiters.
No, this is serious.
Oh, is it?
Put your serious hat on. So, this would be
You want me to react to this?
Yes.
And it's got to be like celebrity or royal.
Well, you've never heard of them, but our American listeners probably will have.
Right.
Now, I'm on the old TikTok. That's just where I reside these days. Are you falling asleep there, Mother? No, certainly not. So, Cody Ford. Have you heard of Cody Ford?
Is this the new... Oh, no. Cody Ford.
Is it the new what?
I was going to say car.
Nope.
Right.
No, it's a
Is
person.
It a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, right. I'm taking on the name of Cody.
Right. He is an American footballer.
American footballer called Cody Ford, yes. Get on with it.
Right,
darling.
okay, I'm just checking that it was a footballer and not a different sport. So he is with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
I believe. Anywho, he has had a girlfriend called Tiana.
She's most unpleasant so far, Cody and Tiana. Well, can you imagine getting a wedding invitation? The mother of Tiana now invites you to the wedding with Cody Ford.
Please,
no, I'm not going.
Please. I think they've been together for 2 years or something. Anyway, she's delightful. She's lovely. She's great. She's like, when you see someone online and you think she's just like 100% loveliness.
I think this is just you online.
No.
It's not me.
So, anyway, hoo-ha. They've been together for 2 years or so. Anyway, in April, I believe it was April this year, Cody got down on one knee and proposed to Tiana.
Ooh.
Why are we What is that What's that mean?
No, that's a man. Well, I think Cody's a girl.
Why?
Because
I've just told you
I
who
know,
Cody Ford is.
I know, but Cody is not a boy's name.
Is it a woman's name?
No,
it's not. It's a man's name.
Is it?
Yeah.
They're funny in America, aren't they?
Oh my God, not the racism
William,
as well.
George, Henry and Harry, of course, are
please.
men.
If you'd like to go away and do your own
and-
royal podcast.
Right, come on. So Cody gets down on one knee. Where was he?
I think it was at their home.
Oh,
I
is that
don't
best
know.
he could do?
Well, probably. I don't
Okay.
know, Mother.
He gets down on one knee,
Oh my God.
and proposes to
Tiana. Tiana says yes. It's all lovely. This was like
Was
2
this
months
in front
ago.
of people?
I think they had their friends with them.
What about families?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's not the
I
point
like
of
to.
the
I like.
story.
Sorry. I like to imagine. I like to imagine it.
Okay. And then 5 days ago, news came out. Tiana was away in Paris on a lovely trip. Whilst she was away, Cody Ford took it upon himself
To propose to the girl's mother,
not quite, no,
sister.
nope,
Right.
cheat on her.
And you mean to say all of this big lead up is all about two unknown people where the guy cheats on a girl. It
no,
happens
the
every
point is,
single split second of the day.
just after he proposed. What are your thoughts on that? No, it doesn't happen.
How do you know about it? How do you know about it?
It's all over the gossip columns.
So obviously, the girl's name beginning with T, she knows.
She found out.
Well, what do you mean? What do I think? Obviously, she needs to step by him.
We all know what she needs to do, and she's done it, and she's great.
What did she do? What did she do?
Left him, packed her bags into the car, left, gone.
Good, absolutely.
Poor
do you
thing.
mean? Did she move in with him then?
I think they were living
big
together.
Big mistake. This is what I say. She's moved in before she's even sure about him. So she goes away. I mean, this is a story that's revealed in which newspaper or news source.
I don't know, but it's on the social medias, shall we say?
Okay. We really don't know, do we? Whether or not she was lured into Paris to meet a guy.
No, she wasn't. Are you joking?
Hang on a second. Do you know this girl?
Yes, I know her more than you know.
Do you know her personally? You don't know the half of it. What
No,
comes
I do
out I know what comes out in a newspaper is only the top few words.
The camera never lies, mother.
You've seen what you've seen in the media.
Yeah, it's very true.
It's not
very real.
What a stupid
It's
girl
so
you are.
real.
Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. You're stupid. I've worked with the media all my life. You should know by now that they'll pick 6 words out of 106 and make a completely different story. Don't blame them. They're there to do a job. They do it well, but that's what they do. This girl could well have been spotted in Paris by him on social media with a guy
rubbish.
halfway up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh my God, you
and
always take the men's side.
And he suspected her. I don't always. The girls get away with blue murder.
You absolutely do.
Listen, you
rubbish.
Right, I'm not giving a reaction because you won't let me. This is my turn to react. Let me react.
Go ahead and waffle on about your
First of
rubbish
all,
story.
I don't know, and neither do you, that this guy is completely guilty and she's completely innocent. What I suspect happened was she had made arrangements to go to Paris, and it could have been on business, it could have been to see a girlfriend, and the girlfriend has a brother, and they were kissing and it was caught on camera, and Cody saw it, so he thought, right, and this is typical of a boy, and he thought, right, if you can do that, I can do this. So he cheats on her, she hears about it, and she finishes and walks away as if she's the little lost Bo Peep.
My God, you're actually psychologically unwell.
I'm not psychologically unwell.
You've just invented a story
that
doesn't exist.
No, maybe it doesn't.
It didn't happen.
This could have happened. What I do know is no man on this earth is free to walk further than 5 steps from his front door without a woman saying to the courts and the police and the newspapers that she's been sexually harassed, because he said, excuse me, have you got the time, please?
That's a different story, isn't it?
I got harassed sexually. No, he asked you the time. He asked you the time because he saw you wore a watch. It could be that simple.
I'm
I'm just saying that they are not known to us in reality. It could easily be a situation where she was as guilty. Why do you always take the side of the girl?
I don't always, but this is
do.
very clearly a situation, because I've looked at all the videos of them together where Cody is just very much uninterested.
Because he would be uninterested. He would be uninterested if he thought that the girl he'd asked to marry him had gone off with someone else.
Do you know what then? Fine. Okay, if that story rings true, it doesn't. Why?
You don't know, because
why in these last 5 days has he not come forward with a statement of retaliation saying, actually, this is what I found out? I'll tell you for why. I'll tell you for why, Bryn.
Don't say that, please.
I'll tell you for why, Bryn.
Yeah, Welsh. I'll tell you for why.
I'll tell you for why, Bryn.
Don't know
it hasn't happened.
Don't know why we're speaking in Cornish.
Cornish, it hasn't happened, my love.
Come on.
Didn't happen. So my question to you in the witness stand
How old are these people?
Late 20s, mid 20s, early 20s, somewhere
So you don't
between
know,
15 and 19.
You don't
I've
even
not
know-
a clue how old they are. What relevance is that?
Total relevance.
No.
I will say to you in court here today, madam, that you seem to know this couple awfully well, to know what's true and what's
I
not.
do, yeah.
And yet you have no idea of their age.
Okay, do you want me to Google it?
Yes.
All right, Googling currently. Cody Ford.
As if Google knows who Cody Ford is.
Of course he does. He's 27.
27, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
And then her name, Tiana
Tiana, what's her surname?
Robillard. 28.
Okay, so 27, 28, yeah. Okay, reasonable age, yeah. Okay. But why we're talking about these people, I do not know, because they're not celebrities, are they?
Are you actually having a laugh? An American football player isn't a celebrity.
You sound like Ruby all the time?
Are you joking?
No, I can't stand that, honey. I really can't stand it. No, I don't sleep after she's been talking. Come on, what's going on?
My question to you, what is psychologically wrong with a man who proposes? He buys a ring, he gets down on one knee, he says all these amazing things.
What's the ring like?
Stunning.
Was it big?
Yes.
Okay.
And he seemed very sweet. He seemed, past tense, very sweet, etc., etc. He gets down on one knee, an engagement, lovely, lovely, jubbly. And then several weeks later, off he pops. First sight of Tiana out of the country. It's giving my girlfriend's out of town.
You know what? You are putting I think you work for the Daily Star.
I should.
You're putting
I'd
this
be paid
or the
billions.
Daily Mail, because you're putting this across as an accusatory story on the side of the girl.
Yes.
Right. Now, had it been the Telegraph, they would have got their research all in order, and they would be able to put across both sides of the story ready before it goes to court. This is a ridiculous situation.
There's evidence of him kissing another girl.
Yes, I know, but there's not. But maybe maybe she was smart, as most girls are, and she kept out of the photographs when she went off flaunting it all into Paris.
Rubbish.
Maybe she went to Paris and she met a guy on the plane.
Not everyone meets men on planes in Paris, Mother.
Only me.
Only you. What's psychologically wrong with him? Like, what is the problem?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, first of all, you said, how old did you say he was? 28?
27.
27, right, so 25. And she's
mentally,
28.
Yeah.
Right, so he's 25, that is a baby.
Yeah.
So he thought, probably inebriated, that it would be a good idea to ask her to marry him, because she'd been going on at him for the last 12 months about wanting to get married, going on and on and on and on in his ear. And he thought, okay then, and forced into getting a ring made of paper, gives it to her, says, will you marry me? But he doesn't really mean it, it's just under pressure. Then she goes off to Paris for whatever reason, and we don't know that. Funny how we know everything else, but we don't know that. And then while she's away, he thought, I didn't really want to ask him to marry. I was under pressure, so I think I'll go out with this girl.
Which indicates big fat weakness. Sorry.
Yeah, weakness,
hugely
massively.
Weak.
Yes, weak.
Run back home to your mum.
Yes. Well, weak and immature and wet and drippy.
Yes.
But he's a 25-year-old boy. I mean, yeah.
What do you think he'll, he's got a contract with his football team. Do you think they'll take it away?
No.
Savage.
As long as he hasn't been drinking. So he probably wasn't drinking then.
Well, exactly. I mean...
Who is the girl he's...
I'll show you a picture of them.
Well, because what I'm starting to think now...
Very supportive.
Oh, the girl he was going out with?
Yeah.
What, the girl he ran off with?
No. Then, look, that's Cody.
Oh, wait.
And that's her.
Hang on. Are you joking?
Nope.
That's not Cody, that's someone we know.
No, it isn't, that's her.
Yeah, that's the couple we know had a baby recently.
What absolute rubbish are you talking?
It is.
Shitting absolute garbage.
You know who I mean. Let me
I
see.
literally don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see this picture. I don't... Firstly, right, how long have they been going out together?
A couple of years, I think.
Oh, who's that?
That's the girl. She's really sweet.
Sweet?
Yeah.
She likes him. Let me just look at him. She wouldn't really... Oh, come on.
No, she's adorbs.
No, she's not adorbs, right? She looks 15 and stupid. Let me tell you.
Steph.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to cut that out.
Okay,
it's
fine.
just unreasonable.
You do not
You're
cut
being
it.
silly.
Listen to me. Stop shouting, Ruby. Let me explain about this photograph. Everybody, could you look these up, please? And you'll see one of this big giant guy and this girl who has got his arm in a brace and smiling from cheek to cheek because she's got her footballer. And
No, she's not like that. Oh, it's so annoying.
No, but all right. Look, can we? I don't want to be rude or anything here. So you shut up because you're squealing, and let me just say, she looks to me as if nothing else. She's very beautiful. She doesn't look too thick or stupid. She's wearing clothes that cover her normally. So I don't have any reason to doubt her. She
Great.
seems very nice. However, what's that written on her hand?
Well, nothing.
Oh, right. Anyway, she seems very nice. Now let's take a look at him. Why do I make myself clear? Why on this earth would she choose him if he were not a famous footballer?
Me? I don't know. I don't know much about him.
Well, you don't need to look. I'm sorry. He is not suited. Sorry. I'm sorry, darling. But if you asked me what I thought. Firstly, she's posing in this photograph, everybody, in the middle of the footballers' field.
Yeah, she's there to support him.
She's
like
there to have a photo taken on an American football pitch, honey.
You're so wrong.
I'm not. Okay, so why doesn't she just go out with any one of the other 11 players or 10 players?
What on earth do you mean?
Look!
I know he's not the most handsome of men.
No, I think
that's not the point,
I
is
think
it?
he actually looks a lovely guy.
Well, incorrect.
But not for her, because look at her.
Stunning.
She's got his arm like that.
Do you know what? You haven't lost anyone. Tiana, if you're listening, you can do so much better.
This has gone on long enough.
Yes, it is.
I do not want any more trifle.
So you think trifle? I'd love a trifle.
To the podcast.
Can you make a trifle?
Coming to the podcast. No more white wine for you.
Right.
There's an awful lot to be cut out because we've been doing. How long is this video? This podcast?
Just over 39 minutes.
Oh.
Yes.
Not too bad then.
No, indeed. So next week, if you'd like to bring something to the plate, the table, not the plate, to the table.
This wine, she chose this wine. Wonder why. I'm just saying. Obviously very heavily involved in 26, 27, 30 volume wine. Cheers, giggling away.
You've got to cheers me.
Well, not at the end, you don't. It's okay. Honestly.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, God. You got the giggles over a couple of glasses of white wine and a hairy monster.
No. Right, composure. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you'd like to follow us...
Do you actually think people are still listening? You must be delusional. There's not a chance there's a single person listening to this.
Someone might still be listening.
No, they're not. I've had enough, so I'm sure they've had enough.
Right, thanks for listening. Listen to and follow us on our other socials.
Okay, shut up. Follow us on our other socials, which is X, which is Travelling with Mother _
that's wrong.
No, TWM. Capital letters TWM _HQ, or follow us on TikTok at Travelling with Mother, or follow us on Instagram at Travelling with Mother, or follow us on our podcast by subscribing and liking, and it is called The Travelling with Mother Show.
You've forgotten our main platform.
And the YouTube channel, which is Travelling with Mother, whereby we react to real stories.
That's very rude.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So it's goodbye from her and it's goodbye from me.
Cheers
goodbye,
to you.
Goodbye. It's fine to say goodbye.
I don't know that song.
Goodbye. Goodbye.